Headline: Detroit Tigers eye key offseason moves to strengthen roster. As the MLB offseason kicks off, fans of the Detroit Tigers are buzzing with excitement and anticipation. After showing promise in their recent postseason appearances, it's clear that the Tigers are eager to elevate their game and become serious contenders. However, to make that leap, the team must address some critical gaps in the roster, and one of the most glaring needs is at third base. Colt Keith, while a talented player, has only played a handful of innings at third base in the majors, which raises some serious questions about his reliability in that position. His offensive production has been inconsistent, which further complicates the situation. So, what do you think, Tigers fans? Is it time to explore other options to bolster our infield? Comment "Go Detroit Tigers" in the comment section below. In a recent article by MLB.com writer Brian Murphy, the Tigers were highlighted as needing a third baseman more than any other team this offseason. Murphy pointed out that while Gleyber Torres is back in the fold after accepting a qualifying offer, the team still needs to shore up the hot corner. Keith's limited experience and below-average defensive metrics, he had a -2 outs above average, suggests that an upgrade is essential. Despite his respectable .288 batting average and .796 OPS in 37 games last season, the numbers show that third base was a weak spot for the Tigers, contributing only 11 home runs and a .628 OPS. The question looms: who could fill this crucial position? Names like Alex Bregman and former Tiger Eugenio Suarez have been floated around as potential targets. However, it's worth noting that both players would come with hefty price tags. With the Tigers currently in negotiations with pitcher Tarik Skubal and not fully committing to his value, it's clear that this offseason will require some shrewd decision-making. Finding a third baseman is essential for the Tigers, whether that means landing a marquee free agent or simply adding a reliable rotational player alongside Keith. The goal should be to inject some much-needed energy and production into the lineup. What are your thoughts on this situation? Who do you believe would be the best fit for the Tigers at third base? Let's hear from you, Detroit fans. Share your thoughts in the comments, including the name of your city and your take on how the Tigers can improve this offseason. Go Tigers! Headline: The Detroit Tigers' future looks bright with Tarik Skubal and Casey Mize. As the offseason rolls around, it's crucial for the Detroit Tigers to evaluate their strengths and weaknesses, especially when it comes to their pitching staff. One name stands out above the rest: Tarik Skubal. This ace has not only been a cornerstone for the Tigers, but has also secured back-to-back Cy Young awards, a testament to his dominance on the mound. But as fans, we should also take a moment to appreciate the development of other pitchers, particularly Casey Mize, who is making waves in the rotation. Comment "Go Detroit Tigers" in the comments. Skubal's achievements are monumental, but we shouldn't overlook the contributions of his teammates. Jack Flaherty, who joined the Tigers this past season, has stepped up as a reliable pitcher, starting 31 games with a notable strikeout rate. However, Casey Mize has quietly been putting together an impressive season of his own. With 28 starts and a performance that many would argue was better than Flaherty's, Mize is proving that he is not just a player to watch, but a potential ace in his own right. Flaherty may have a higher strikeout count and a competitive whip, but Mize's all-around effectiveness makes him a standout option for the Tigers. Now, let's talk about the rumors swirling around Skubal. There are whispers about the Tigers potentially entertaining trade talks involving him. This raises some serious concerns for fans. Why would management even consider parting ways with the best pitcher in the game? It feels like a gamble that could backfire. If Skubal is traded, Mize is poised to step up and fill that void, but we can't ignore the potential fallout of losing our ace. This offseason is pivotal for the Tigers. The front office has some tough decisions to make, and as fans, we need to voice our support for the team's future direction. Mize has shown tremendous growth and maturity on the mound, and his trajectory suggests he will only get better. It's hard not to feel excited about what he brings to the table, especially being a former #1 pick. As we reflect on this past season and look ahead, let's engage in some healthy discussion. What do you think about the potential trades? Should the Tigers keep Skubal at all costs? Or do you think it's time to explore new opportunities? And how do you feel about Casey Mize taking on a larger role? I want to hear your thoughts. Drop your opinions in the comments below, including your city and what you think about the future of the Detroit Tigers. Go Tigers! Tigers' eye off-season moves. Will Tarik Skubal stay or go? As we dive into the offseason, one of the hottest topics surrounding the Detroit Tigers is the future of left-handed pitcher Tarik Skubal. Will he be traded? Honestly, it would be quite a shock if he does leave the team. Skubal has shown flashes of brilliance, and his potential is undeniable. However, with general manager Scott Harris at the helm, we can expect some strategic moves to strengthen the team. What do you all think? Is keeping Skubal the right call? Looking back at the last season, the Tigers made a commendable run to the American League Division Series, where they faced a heartbreaking loss in an epic 15-inning Game 5 against the Seattle Mariners. They were just one run short, which leaves us all wondering how close they really are to being a true contender. Adding a big bat in free agency could be the missing piece of the puzzle. ESPN's David Schoenfield has thrown the Tigers into the mix as a potential landing spot for Cody Bellinger if he doesn't re-sign with the New York Yankees. Now, that's an intriguing thought. Bellinger would bring a lot more than just his powerful bat. He's also a fantastic defender. Manager A.J. Hinch might consider slotting him in center field or right field, allowing Kerry Carpenter to transition to a full-time designated hitter role. What do you think about that potential lineup change? Would you be excited to see Bellinger in a Tigers uniform? Bellinger's metrics in the outfield are impressive, showing better range and speed compared to other available players like Kyle Tucker. Schoenfield pointed out that Bellinger might be the safer investment, both defensively and financially. He may be a year older, but his skills on the field could hold their value and come at a more reasonable price than Tucker. Looking ahead, the Tigers have a shot at contending again in 2026, and signing a player like Bellinger could really elevate the team. Sure, it may seem like a long shot, but just imagine what that could mean for the Tigers in the coming seasons. It would not only boost our lineup, but also take a significant player away from a rival like the Yankees. So, Tigers fans, what are your thoughts? Do you believe Bellinger would be a good fit? Or do you think the team should focus on other areas? Share your opinion, and let's talk about how the Tigers can make the most of this offseason. Comment "Go Detroit Tigers" below, and let me know where you're from and what you think about this potential move for our team. Your insights matter, and together we can cheer on our beloved Tigers.